Today on Megadad's Live, we're hitting the gas with Forza Horizon 6 for the Xbox. And we've also got our Parent of the Month. Rev your engines. It's time to start the show. I made a video about Star Fox, the new Star Fox game.
Yeah, I saw that. Interesting. Yeah.
Very cool looking game.
Yeah.
At the end of the video, I talked about how Nintendo was raising their prices.
Yeah.
Because of all the stuff that's happening in the world.
Yeah. What stuff, Adam?
Megadad's Live is a mature-rated podcast. It's for the Megadads, the Mega Moms, but not the Mega Kids. So put on those earmuffs and let's go! And then I got a couple of comments telling me to keep my politics to myself and just stick to video games. And I was like, no.
Yeah. It's like keep ignoring the state of the world that affects your life, please. I can't handle you having opinions on how fucked up things clearly are. Stick your head in the sand and start swallowing Trump's jizz like I am. Sorry. Fuck them.
You know, I understand that a lot of people come to this channel that have no idea. Most people that come to this channel have no idea who we are, right?
Sure.
You just find it in the algorithm. I get that.
The algo.
But if you have consumed any Megadad's content for any considerable period of time, you know that we're not fucking idiots. And we are certainly not the kind of people that just like let the world happen to us. We speak up. We have been very vocal and progressive in our messaging.
Yeah.
And we are very anti pretty much everything that's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
So when I'm sorry that you don't want to engage in politics, but politics are engaging with you whether you like it or not.
Fuck yeah.
And especially in our hobby, this video game industry has seen just incredible impact from the Trump economic policies, the AI boom that is just wreaking havoc on really anything tech, right? So the game industry is significantly impacted, and it trickles down to us, the consumer.
Yes.
So if I'm talking about price increases, I just might happen to mention why it's happening.
What?
And if you're too fucking stupid to accept the fact that this is because of the AI boom and Trump, I'm sorry. That's on you. We here at Megadads have never shied away from calling stupid shit out. Stupid shit is what we do. If there's anybody that knows about stupid shit,
top of our class.
You're looking at.
We understand. We see. It's not that we're smart. We just understand what stupid is. Still.
Yeah. We are the leading authority on stupid shit.
I love that we are outspoken because I think you have to be, and it makes sense to be, and it's just reasonable to be. And I do also understand that people want like an escape sometimes, and you just have to unplug and not consume all the awfulness. So I understand the balance, and I've been learning about that more and more, because before I was like, oh, I need to be plugged in, I need to care so much, I need to like keep shouting. But really you need to catch your breath every once in a while. So I'm not saying you have to be super politico either. Like, you need to be all about politics. It's just, can we at least try to say that we're just not gonna let like evil shit slide? Like, can we not talk about like, hey, this shit shouldn't be happening, this is hurting people, this is hurting me? Like, I can't say that without being political. Like, can we just put that shit away? Like, hey, don't talk about that. Why?
Yeah,
this is life. It's happening to you, it's happening to me. Like stick to get the fuck out of here. I get it.
Bad things happen when good people let it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think there was a famous quote like that, but you said it better, Adam.
I said it way better. But also, like,
that was such a fucked up rendition of what that quote. I'm sorry. Keep going. You tried. I'm sorry.
Stupid shit. Yeah. But also, like, this is our YouTube channel, and like, if you don't enjoy it or don't want to partake in it, you can click or swipe or whatever the fuck you do. But what you don't get to do is try to dictate what we do on our own platform. That's just not how free speech works. Anyway, I thought that was funny that and cute, because we're not gonna stop doing that. This program is powered by Megadad's Boost, our public support program. You can join at patreon.com/Megadads. For over 10 years, Megadads has been bringing you the best in podcasts, reviews, interviews, family fun, and so much more. As an independent media organization, we rely on audience members like you to help support what we do, to ensure that Megadads can continue to bring you the great content that you enjoy. If you've been watching, listening, or playing along through the years, please consider lending your support by becoming a member of Megadad's Boost. Memberships start for as little as $1 a month, and you can start collecting your Boost rewards from day one. Rewards like art cards, early access podcasts, reviews, gameplay clips, and so much more. Please visit patreon.com/Megadads and become a member today. You can help us continue to make more of that Megadads coverage you've loved over the last 10 years well into the future by becoming a member of Megadad's Boost.
Yes.
It's time for Parent of the Month.
Parent of the Month?
Parent of the Month is a segment that we do once a month where we highlight, speaking of stupid shit, just some of the crazy things that happen in the world of parenting. We talk about a parenting story that I pull from the internet, and this one I thought was pretty interesting. It's all about embarrassing parents, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Years ago, my mother was acquainted with a neighbor who owned a local fast food restaurant and constantly complained about how expensive the ketchup and sauce packets were. So this person's mother knows somebody who owns a restaurant who's complaining about the cost of ketchup packets. One day, while picking up dinner for our family, my mother asked for some extra ketchup. She was given a small bag filled to the top with these ketchup packets. She wrote down the employee's name, called the owner, and ratted the employee out for wasting money. She is proud of this and still regularly tells people about it. We don't talk anymore. That's the best part of the whole story, is at the end it's like, we don't talk anymore.
So the person doesn't talk to their own mother.
Yeah. So the mom knows how expensive this shit is. She asks for more ketchup and then rats out the employee that complies with her request because she knows she shouldn't have done it in the first place. Fucking A, man.
Okay, so she happens to have the knowledge that ketchup packets are expensive.
Yeah.
So at a completely unrelated separate restaurant or whatever, asks for ketchup and gets too much ketchup and is mad on behalf of the other fellow restaurateur owner.
Yes.
And decides to take the time to rat them out, to say, hey, I think you should know that I received too many ketchup packets, and I think you should take action against your employee.
Yeah.
Because this employee is harming your business by giving me ketchup packets. Too many ketchup packets. You spiteful bitch. Imagine that's who you are for just a moment. You 100% are losing the relationship with your spawn. They are not going to want to speak with you because this, my friend, is what we call the tip of the iceberg. This is probably one in a long line of gross, overstepping, psycho bitch behavior. Aside from all that, I'm very interested in one fact that may change my mind about this.
How expensive is ketchup?
Yes. Is she right? Because for all we know, there's some type of ketchup cabal that is overcharging restaurateurs by quite a bit, by a lot. And That might be the egregiousness, and we are not aware of the economic conditions, and therefore the mom may be in the right because she cares about a small business, and she's like, this employee's like giving away a ridiculous amount of ketchup.
Yeah.
This restaurateur, like, he's probably losing out on X amount of dollars. Who knows how often a day, maybe. Let me just say something to try to save this business from going under because of the market conditions of the ketchup. By any chance, are you aware of ketchup packet pricing? Adam, where's the context?
I just blew
like everybody else.
My nose.
Like everybody else says, what? I need all the facts, Adam. I need all the facts.
This from a completely different, like we read this the wrong way. It wasn't that she was requesting ketchup. It was she's a mole. She's a plant, and she's going around on an undercover sting to make sure that the correct ketchup dispensement process is taking place.
Okay, I got the information. Ketchup packets are not expensive individually, typically costing between 0.01 and 0.09 cents per packet. However, because they are given away for free and used in high volumes, they can become a significant operational expense.
No.
Volume and waste.
No.
A single high volume restaurant serving 200 meals daily can spend roughly $600 per month on ketchup alone if customers take extra packets that they don't use. One restaurant reported that switching from packets to pumps dropped their ketchup costs by 80%.
You know what the solution is? Layoffs.
Yeah, you gotta keep profits up somewhere.
It's either layoffs or AI. AI will fix it. Want to talk about a video game?
I kind of want to stick on this ketchup really quick. So in 2026, many franchises have implemented policies to charge for extra packets to protect the slim profit margins on low-cost items like burgers. So this woman is owed an apology by me. I believe I said spiteful bitch or something along those lines, but she's really just a concerned citizen.
She's a frugal bitch.
She's just super frugal, and I apologize. I had it all wrong, and I think we judged her too quickly.
She really is the parent of the month.
She really is the parent of the month. Bravo. All right, we can move on now. Interesting, isn't it?
I mean, you took what was such a small story, and this is why you are the best in the podcast industry.
No one does it like me.
This is why you are award-winning.
Yes.
Acclaimed far and wide. This is why we're at the top of the charts.
Renowned.
Yeah. Bravo, sir.
Thank you.
Megadads is for everyone who loves gaming and the community that surrounds it. We're all about fun, fully grown, and we want you to be a part of everything we've got going on here. So what do you get when you subscribe to youtube.com/Megadads? Weekly podcasts from your favorite Megadads personalities, reviews on the latest games, reaction and analysis on the latest industry news, Gameplay Thursday videos showing off what we do on the sticks, travel logs from our trips around the world, small talk segments where we try new things with our kids, live community events like our holiday specials, and so much more each and every single day. You don't want to miss a minute of the fun. New Megadads videos drop each and every weekday, whether it's our long-form content like Megadads Live, or maybe it's one of our short series like Off the Shelf, a look at retro gaming. Please subscribe to youtube.com/Megadads today and tell your friends to come too. We're building something great here at youtube.com/Megadads, so subscribe today and be a part of Fun Fully Grown. This is Megadads. Let's talk about this game that you've been playing.
Forza Horizon 6 is an open world arcade racing game developed by Playground Games and published by Xbox Game Studios. It's available on Xbox Series X and S, PC, coming later to PS5 sometime in 2026. Adam, there are few tentpoles left in the Microsoft Game Studios ecosystem. Gears of War, Halo's not one anymore, sorry. Forza, these were the tentpoles, things that they could rely on as being just premium games. And there is a pedigree here where Playground Games is just making absolute banger racing games time after time after time. And this game is no different. I think my favorite part of this, Adam, is the graphics. I am a graphics whore is the terminology I believe we say. I love, especially at a console launch or something like that, where you just have this showcase game where you're like, you put it on. Right now I've been playing on PC with my 9070 XT, I believe is what it's called. It's a really decent GPU, and I turned that sucker all the way up. I put it on a setting that is, quote, called extreme, which is one step above ultra, with ray tracing. And I got like 70 frames per second. It probably wasn't stable, but I don't notice it too much. I also tried it on, slightly lower with 120 plus frames per second. This baby screams, Adam. It is one of the most beautiful games out there, period. And these games always are. As an example, I'm driving, and I happen to be messing with the different views, because you can drive from inside the vehicle, chase cam outside, and then the hood. And I like the hood cam because it makes it even seem like things are going even faster.
It's like you're strapped face first on the front of the car.
Exactly. You're like, you are the headlights. And I'm going fast, and we're going and this thing, and there happened to be pooled water on the ground everywhere on this road in front of me. And I'm screaming down this road, and the sky was reflected in the road. And it looked like the sky was beautiful as it is, with the yellows and oranges and reds and the cloud cover. And then when your eye just drifts down to the road, you see that same reflected sky, and it's going by fast, and it was just Mount Fuji's in the background, all this stuff, and it just looks amazing. I played with Laishi from the Discord, who's not a huge racing game fan, and she was playing on Xbox, I believe, and it's like she said it, the graphics aren't the best, but the lighting is the best that we've seen. The lighting things that they do with the what's happening with this technology now these days, it's trying to mimic light bouncing off of surfaces. That's the whole thing with ray tracing and all this stuff. How it reacts and how things glow and reflect. And these cars are polished to high heaven, so when you're racing down the street, you see everything reflected in the body of the car, and it's just I'm surprised that we're here as in gaming. And they've been doing this for quite a while. Forza 4, 5 looked amazing, and this is just another great game. On the downside, everyone made a big deal about it being in Japan, and I would love for you to try this game out so you can see it, because I had never been there, and kind of compare how well did they do. To me, Japan overall is just not as visually interesting as Mexico or Europe.
I've heard that from several people, is that the location actually wasn't the thing that made this game so great.
It's not as magical as I thought it was going to be. Maybe because the expectations are so high. You do get hey, I'm in Japan every little while. Like they have like little mascots for each region and you have to smash into them and they're really cute. Like there's like anime shit. There's like, you've heard I'm sure about like this mech that you race. Like
Yeah.
there's what's the Shibuya crossing? I don't
Yep.
know if I'm
Oh,
pronouncing
do
that
you
right.
go there?
Yeah, you can drive through it, but it's blocked off in certain ways so it doesn't, and the people aren't like crowded, so you don't get
Right.
that like, that's to me
You can't plow through it at rush time.
Yeah, like I thought it was gonna have like people around, but there's a lot of guardrails up everywhere, which makes sense. And it's like you see a bullet train, you see like I'm very interested in the Japanese countryside, and I'm interested in the way that their highways apparently work and like some of the interesting layouts. Like when you drive anywhere, there is variation. That is not what I'm talking about. There is variation. 1 minute you're in the most beautiful forest you ever seen in your life, and then the next minute you're in rice paddy fields or whatever the hell, and then the next minute you're like screaming downtown Tokyo, like with the lights going at night. The game is, it's hard to describe, but it's just like, oh, I know how it is. I described it in the Discord. I said I feel like I'm driving a photograph. Like it looks like a HD res shot, like the most HD res shot that you would see in promotional materials, but in motion somehow. It's that, it's like that. So the location is a bit of a letdown so far, but I've also only have a few wristbands, which is the way you progress. So you can do whatever you want. You don't have to go for the wristbands right away, but if you do certain things, you like level up, and then you can drive more high-powered vehicles. We have more money to spend on better vehicles, and then you can buy the vehicles, and then there's different event types that encourage you to have a more eclectic collection. So hey, yeah, get a street car for this one. You need a street car. We want you to have it. It's mandatory. Or do an off-road car. Like we want you to have a B-class car in here. So it lets you like, there's variation all over the place, and you keep getting a smorgasbord of like, do you want to try to go as fast as possible through this speed trap and earn the all 3 stars? Do you want to just jump through the air and do these amazing high jumps? Like there's a lot, but it seems to lose like the magic. Some people were saying that it felt a little too much like it has some of that fatigue of, yeah, this is the same stuff, which is good, but it's still also the same stuff. And yeah, very interesting. Very fun to hit the roads that are most conducive to your driving style. So in particular, when you find that stretch of road where you like feel confident, like I'm gonna drift through here, go through a stretch and then drift the other way, and you're just smoothly, quickly going through, it feels awesome. Never stops feeling awesome.
Talk to me about how broad and vast Tokyo is, because that city is friggin' gibungus.
No.
How big is it in the actual game?
No. Well, so there are lots of supercars, and I do suggest that if you're just looking for that arcadey fun, definitely invest in just one of the S-class, like, A-class cars that are just gonna go 170 miles per hour or whatever. Like, get one of those and just go ham. Unfortunately, when you're going that fast, again, one moment you're in the city and the next moment you're out of the city. So, you could take different paths, but it's really area after area, and you could get through it very quickly. I was watching Shiro from the Discord. We were playing, and he was in the same instance as me, so I can see him on the map. And I was like, oh, curiously, let me see how fast he's going through the city area, because he happened to be there. And you could see him moving along at a steady clip. And I'm like, okay, that's 10% right there. That's 20% right there. So if you're going fast enough, you zip right through that city. It did not feel like the city in particular, which is in the center of the map, is very sprawling. So I would affect that kind of dilutes the experience. Like, it's not like Like if they made a game in New York, for instance, you would figure that it better feel sprawling, like there's
Right.
burrows upon burrows and shit. But no, it does not feel that way. The scale is there, like there's mountains in the back. The map is, I would say, the map is not small. It's just they picked the city and they said, we're gonna do the city, but this is how big we're gonna make it because we
Yeah.
want to do the other like 6 areas or whatever. And I have only seen a sliver, and I've been driving a lot. I've been doing race after race after race. Like I let the game tell me, oh, what would you like to do next? And I'm like, why don't you recommend something? And I just want to do different things and get a nice like taste. I don't want to get locked into like just off-road racing. Like I'm enjoying everything, enjoying the off-road, enjoying the, all the stuff is just good, and it keeps it fresh. You want to know the big shitty part of this game, Adam?
Oh no! There's a shitty part.
Multiplayer. God. So we were playing, and it was having like some connectivity issues at first, and then once we got past that, they got rid of clubs, so you can't have like a roster of permanent things like a Megadad's club where you have like 20 people in there, and we would always go out and play. They have just temporary convoys, so it's like you're in the same party is all that means. And you could be in the overworld, and then if somebody who's the leader goes to one of the areas where the race is, you can hit X and it says, okay, your leader wants to start doing this activity, press X to accept, and then wherever you are in the overworld, you just zip there. And then when the race is over, you race together, and when you're done, you're still separated. Like you go back to where you were in the overworld. When the joy of it, the most fun I've had playing multiplayer is when I'm in that overworld and we're just bouncing around, like smashing the stuff. And it's cool just seeing your friends. Oh, what are you driving? Can you follow me down here? It does this really cool thing where if I'm in front and you're in back and you're just trying to follow me, and obviously you happen to be drifting when I'm drifting, there's a link thing and it says linking, and it starts like giving you points because you're all cool. Doing the same thing. And I was like, that is dope. So like we're like zoom, we're like drifting together, or even just smashing things together. It's like, oh, Laishi's smashing things with you, and it's like link points.
Oh, that's cool.
And that is cool. It was a cool rush. But then we tried drag racing, and then we went to the drag racing thing, and it's like, stay in this spot and wait for the green light. Like it doesn't give you a lot of instruction. It says hit X to ready up. So we finally got lined up, and I'm like, okay, do you guys see the countdown? No. I'm like, okay, is it saying hit X? No. And then my thing goes green, and then I don't go. I'm like, oh, let me not go because we're not ready. We tried doing this for like 10 minutes. It was either you're not intended to do the drag races together in the moment in that way, or it's just broken, and the game's not helping us out at all. So we're like, all right, let's do something else. Then a world event pops up, and it says, if you want to do this with other people, go here. So we're like, let's do that. It's a temporary event. It's clearly saying this is a limited time only. And I'm glad we did it because we got lots of points. So we're like, rush there. Great. Now me and 2 other Megadad's community members are with 8 other people. So I think there's like 12 of us all together. And then it's like, great. Now we're doing I think they call it a stunt party. So I'm like, okay, we're going to be going off ramps or breaking things, doing stunts. Nay, Adam. That is not what a stunt party is. It said, okay, now that you're here, go here. Okay. So it's like everybody just, and I could tell there were other new players too, because it wasn't clear. It's like, okay, it's saying on the map a line, go there. It's like, great, you all did it. All 12 of you are here now. Now go here. And like, then it was telling us to go to another area. And I'm like, okay. And there were other like mini objectives. They were so boring, I forgot what they were.
So it was just string along waypoints?
Yeah, you do. It was like weird. At one point we had to do something. I forgot what it was, but you do 4 things. Oh, one of them was, great, now you're in this area. Here's a purple circle. Everybody start earning points however you want. But there wasn't a lot going on. It was just like a couple hills and a forest. So I'm like, where's the ramps? Where's the trick stuff? And then like she from the Discord just started knocking down trees. And then the point thing started going up real crazy. So then I started cutting down trees with my car. And now everybody, all 12 people, are just ramming into shit because the game rewards you for that. It's like destruction points. And then we go to the next area. And then it's like 100,000 credits. You did it, everybody. And I'm like, that was interesting, anticlimactic, and a very weird, boring multiplayer mode. So here's what I wanted. I remember in Forza Horizon 4 or 5, when I joined, I remember it vividly. I joined a multiplayer room, and there was nothing but ramps. It was an airfield, and it was like ramp, and like things to knock into, and it's like crush all the things. And I'm like, this is a game mode. You know what I mean? This
Playground.
is arcadey fun.
Yeah.
And I went into the multiplayer mode this time, and I'm like, where's the fun game modes? Like, why can't we do a Kirby Air Riders is excellent at the Kirby's great at mini games, period. But they had great ideas. They're just like, just fling in the air, you know, like just fun shit, just do fun shit. And it's lacking that. So when you go and you drive with multiplayer, unless your multiplayer people are car enthusiasts, racing enthusiasts, or just happy with, you know, what it is, it's not a party game. So it's not a, hey, we're all gonna like the most fun we had was crashing. Like me watching like she tried to drive and just immediately like hit a wall. It was just hilarious. Like comedy
Making
ensues.
your own fun.
Yeah, making your own fun. But I'm like, how about this? Why don't we have a bomb and it starts ticking down and I have to tag and ram into someone, and if I do, the bomb sticks to you. I remember this as a mode in some racing game. It may not have been Forza, it may have been somewhere else. And then Lyshi was also saying, do you ever play Carmageddon? That was fun. That was all about destruction. And there's a lot of car games that are about destruction. You like Burnout, is huge. Like I think it was Flat Out. There was another Derby game recently. And all of these games lean way more heavily into the arcadey silliness than this game. And it's kind of disappointing because it's a visual powerhouse. The driving's solid. You know, you got fun stuff going on, but they don't milk it the way that
want
they
more
totally
zany.
could. A little bit, or optional zany for the sake of playing with others. And I was told in the Discord, well, this isn't primarily a multiplayer game, you know. It's more roots are in you having fun. You can race against drivatars, so I will see like JB's like
I always thought that was
driving.
like the hook of Forza, especially Horizon. It's like it's a festival. Everybody jump in and let's. I thought that was
I don't know.
This game was all about.
It's a little bit of a not an identity crisis, but it's getting slightly stale, and I wonder where they go from here, because I wouldn't call it photorealism, but if the graphics are top notch and the driving they've nailed, and there's only so many cars in existence, they have like a lot of vehicles available. I love the zany ones, like drive a bus, like drive the Warthog, you know, from Halo. Like I love these, like buying the obscure cars. I just bought a buggy, like a dirt buggy the other day, just to try it, and that's fun. But where do you go from here? Does this game evolve next iteration in some way?
Here's my pitch.
Yeah.
They need to San Francisco Rush 2049 this bitch. Remember when San Francisco Rush went into the future? It was like,
wasn't there dinosaurs at one point too?
I'm sure there was. What if they did a Forza that was like in the future and the cars
space and shit?
Yeah, you can fucking fly your cars.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
cycles and stuff.
I did like one clear thought I had as I was racing. I'm like, this is fun. And I love going off these ramps and getting this high air and all that. I would love for a rocket to like just come out the back of this car and have me like glide a little bit just for like 5 seconds. Like really hit the afterburners, like put some nitrous in this thing, like juice it up a little bit. Like, you know, maybe lean into that.
A little bit more cruise and blast.
Yeah, a little bit, not crazy. And if they injected like 10% cruise and blast in here, that it may not be the the worst thing. They tend to do really good DLCs. If you recall, they did the Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
They did Hot Wheels. They did another one where it was like an ice theme. Like they get more extreme and more zany and more out of the box with their DLCs typically. So I expect that if they have good ideas cooking, that they will be delivered via DLC form. The game is in its early stages. They tend to introduce different things over time. It's not exactly a service game, but they do support it with like new cars to unlock and events. So yeah, more to come on this. Really, these games typically have staying power. I mean, it's a 10. It is trying to do, like we've said on the show before, games that try to do what they're trying to do and nail it well. It really is, and it's a polished experience is at this point, Adam. It is racing is an acquired taste and somewhat niche, but if you're in that arcade racer at all, like this is a very solid entry. So I don't regret the purchase at all.
What's your favorite car?
Because I've played other Forza games, I was gifted quite a number of vehicles that were stand out from before. So the basic car, which is I believe a Mitsubishi Lancer that they give you early on, was able to drift very well. This is not a supercar. It's not a fancy car. It just happened to be one that I stuck with because I liked the way it turned. But the fancy car, which was a reward, was I think the McLaren. Oh, shout out to the Viper. I hate you. You have terrible handling. Like I went into an online race and you can choose to have everyone have the same car. And the person who set it up, was like, oh, let's all drive the Vipers, just an online random person. And then they picked a shitty track with a shitty car. And I'm pretty sure they made those choices. And it was just not the right car for the right track. So if you're not in the right car, Adam, in the right type of race, it's not such a good time. But if you're in the right car with the right race, everything's clicking. So it depends. The locales are awesome. You're racing on a dock. You're, through all these crazy turns. You're flying through a stadium all of a sudden. All of a sudden you are seeing something that's cool. And that's what it keeps delivering. Yep. Over and over.
Very cool. Forza Horizon 6. Is it Forza or Forza?
I say Forza, but I don't know if that's right though. Forza.
The place to be for Megadads socials is the Megadads Discord, where you can engage with your favorite Megadads as well as other friends of the Megadads every single day in our stress-free and welcoming social space. When you're a member of our Discord, you will get alerts for all of our content drops, so you never have to miss a review, a podcast, or a hot take. Partake in our fun weekly Megadads holidays like Waluigi Wednesday and Final Fantasy Sunday. Megadads Discord is fun, free, and follows you wherever you go. Join us today and become part of the conversation.
It's time for the sweet release, where we're talking about the games coming out next week, because you just can't get enough of good games. And speaking of zany, over-the-top shit, I've been looking forward to this one. Dench Attack releases June 17th.
Oh.
I don't know if you've had the chance to play the Dench Attack demo on Switch 2, but this game is so much fun. You talk about crazy, wild shit. Really calls to mind the Dreamcast era. You play as a train in the future. Well, you're a train conductor in the future, and you're riding and rail grinding and doing tricks and jumping all over the place. There's robots and giant stunts and all sorts of weird animated kind of fun. Dench Attack it's a must buy for me. I'm very excited for that. And also The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. We've been hearing a lot about this in our Discord. Eric and I think JB were singing the praise of this one. It's Square Enix action adventure RPG coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Switch 2 and PC. So it's coming to everything on June 18th. Adventures of Elliot. And it's got that HD 2D aesthetic that just looks absolute fire. So the games keep a coming, and so does the Caboose, where we give you a recommendation of something outside the world of video games we think you might enjoy. I'm going to let you go first, Antonio. What's up your caboose this week?
So I would like to suggest, to try to save you all some headache. I'm going to recommend calling the expert, specifically the plumber. So my toilet was had moisture around it. Okay, I'm like, that's weird. Hope there's not a leak. Looked around, nothing. Then it's like more moisture, like I'm starting to notice over time. So I'm touching, like, the areas, like looking, flashlight out, whatever, not seeing anything. Then, oh, this thing is clearly leaking, but maybe I can, it's this little washer. Let me tighten it with my hand and just leave it at that. That solved it. I kept letting my toilet go for too long, Adam. And it ended up getting to the point where, like, I was like, honey, what happened here? She's like, I don't know. All of a sudden, it's like pooling water. I let this go for one day too long, Adam, and I had my basement flooded. The water, the postmortem was that, like, it was leaking in 3 places, this toilet, and we're like, how, why? Doesn't matter. I encourage everyone out there, don't wait. If you see something slightly broken that you cannot fix yourself, please address it right away. Do the good thing and call an expert. Save yourself the trouble of cleaning up toilet water from your basement that's leaked in through the ceiling. I can't recommend this highly enough, is to seek out the expert. Adam, who do you call an expert for? Like,
my wife.
She's
the expert for everything. Like, if something needs to be done in any capacity and you want it done right, talk to my wife.
Would you call yourself useless?
Yes.
Adam?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really good at creating YouTube thumbnails.
That is true.
That's about the extent of my use. That's as far as I go. My caboose, with things as expensive as they are, everybody's looking to save a little bit money. Yes. And now that the weather is nice outside, a good way to save money on food is to maybe grow your own vegetables. Have your own garden. We have a couple of raised bed gardens in our backyard. And I mean, we don't have a lot of room. It's not like we're not, harvesting meals out of this thing, but it's fun to be able to make your own food with your own spices. Yeah, we're growing peppers and things like that. It's fun experiencing creating meals with your kids from the things that you grow in the backyard, and it saves you a little bit of money. So it's kind of like a fun thing, and it's kind of like a save money thing, and it's an enjoy the weather thing. There's nothing better than like growing your own onions, your own chives, and chopping those things up, and you get that smell in your kitchen. So I recommend, in these beautiful weather months, getting yourself a nice outdoor garden.
Out of curiosity, just because I've always wondered about this, I don't grow a lot of things. My parents do sometimes, and I ask them, and I have never really gotten a good, clear answer. I don't know how quickly things grow. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's happening? Tell me.
Well, that's a very broad question. It really depends.
A pepper. Am I getting a pepper every other Friday? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I'll get you a pepper report. We just started growing our stuff right now. I mean, so we grew strawberries last year. Okay. And
yes,
my daughter would go out like every couple of days, and if there was the slightest little strawberry, she'd pick it, right?
Oh,
so
no.
I can't tell you what a full vegetable or fruit or whatever grows out of there, how long that takes, because my kids just pick them as soon as they look like they're a thing. But as we get a little bit more disciplined, and as these kids grow a little bit more patient, I can get you more elaborate and in-depth answer. But
okay. I was just curious. I don't know.
I am an onion dude. So like we grew chives last year. We put a bunch of them in, and just like put that shit on burgers, on your mashed potatoes, on whatever the hell you're having. You dice up some onions, you put them on there. And we pretty much always had them at the ready once they started going. So it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff, and it's nice to get outside, especially us basement dwelling gamers, to actually see how life works. And that's gonna do it for this episode of Mega Dads Live. Man, I've had a blast enjoying this recording session with my friend Antonio.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening, for stopping in here, putting up with our nonsense. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can even support us by going to patreon.com patreon.com/megadads and pledging $1. It helps keeps all these lights, helps keeps these lights on right here.
Yeah, that shit ain't cheap.
pays for the onions. And we will see you next week on an all-new episode of Megadads Live.